Was a much changed side versus the team that played against Crusaders last Tuesday, but nothing new for you as the coach of the reserves. These are all guys that you know and work with day and daily.
Yeah. It was 11 changes, and it was lads that maybe hadn't had a lot of minutes for the first team. But we touched on that when we spoke about it yesterday and today before the game. You know, these guys, and I think you can use now again on Saturday as an example. These boys that are sitting on the benches or on the fringes, they have to get themselves into the starting 11. They'll only do that through performances. And I wouldn't say it was a great game of football to watch tonight, but you've seen a lot of really strong boys, and a really good performances of boys who are maybe staking a claim or trying to get the manager's attention and say, you know what, I'm ready to go back in, or I want to go back in. I thought that's the sort of performance it was.
Yeah, a change of personnel, but the same Glentoran DNA, that hard work, that effort going in. So presumably, you know, no concerns about bringing any of these guys up again whenever they sort of weren't overawed by the experience.
No. You know, Casey, Young Bailey, you know, the lads that are coming in, and they were playing against super Irish League players, really top Irish League players, and I said that's the way you have to be as young kids. You have to go and play against the top ones, the ones that have won things and experience, and you have to challenge yourself that way. But no, I have a terrible habit of saying the first box you take, no matter what team it is hard work, and when you do that, you're never far away. And I thought to a man tonight, we worked hard. Even the guys coming off the bench, you know, it can maybe slip, but no, we worked hard tonight, and I thought it was a professional performance, and everybody played a part. I enjoyed it, actually. I know it wasn't a great game to watch, but I enjoyed it.
And one of those players to come off the bench was Sean Murray. Great to see him back again. Is it just a case now of match fitness and he'll be back in the squad?
Sean's a bit to do yet, but he has been training in and around the first team. I said it over there now 2 minutes ago. He's a great lad. He's a great lad to have in your changing room. I don't just mean ability football-wise, which is a massive plus, but he's played at a high level, and he's great at passing on information to kids and to senior players. So it's just a massive positive for our changing room for him coming back. It's early days with him, and we know we have to be careful with him. But as I say, he's just another plus. But I have to say as well, in my opinion, I think the kids are a massive plus. You know, you had young Warren coming off the bench today. He's a cub and he's a kid, and he's played 2 or 3 games, and he'll run and he'll chase and he'll harry. Casey as well, young Casey, didn't get a lot of the ball, but when he did, everybody can see what he's got. And maybe it was our fault for not getting him the ball too much, because he is another one. So you know, it was a performance. Bailey too in the middle of the park. Bailey's playing against seasoned professionals, you know, they're Philip Lowry and boys like that, and I said that to him at half time. These boys are the top of the game, so you've just got to go and compete. But no, it was a challenge for everybody today, and it's a challenge we came out the other side, and I'm delighted.
2 great saves from Ollie Webber. Thankfully we scored all our penalties as well. How much practice had we done, or how did you decide who was going to hit those penalties?
Elliot looks after Elliot is professional when it comes to that. They have their homework done completely, and you know, Ollie's another one that he's a top keeper, and Azza and him are competing for that number 1 jersey. And when you've got competition like that all over the pitch, by the way, not just in nets, it's good for everybody at the club. But no, I think outside of the penalties, which everyone will talk about, I thought in the game as well, his kicking was excellent. He commanded his box, and he made a couple of. He was a steady pair of hands, which is all you want as a goalkeeper.